Welcome to another episode of She Unleashed. She Unleashed is a podcast that is aimed at corporate women. It is directed to the entrepreneurs that are looking to lead their roles and they are looking to pivot in what they're doing. So we are here as a sisterly kind of grouping that is here to assist you, giving you the toolkits of how you can best navigate your way around the corporate environment and how you can make it work for you with all its challenges. Today, we have a pleasure of hosting a guest all the way from Sweden. She is one courageous woman who went all the way and decided she was in an industry that only had about 10% women. She decided that she could not stay still. She needed to start a movement that would start introducing women into the industry, but also help other women within the entire country start networking with each other and finding opportunities through the networks. She has a background in construction. She's worked in the construction industry where she find it mainly male-dominated, and she started the movement with an interest of introducing more women into the industry. She now is starting an organization called Binky Beep, which is looking at kiddies clothing from a sustainability perspective. She is also then running the Womanese network. Beja, welcome today, and it's such a pleasure to have you on board. Welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Filmzet, for having me. It's a pleasure for me to be here with you.
Beja, you are such a dynamite, and you have started this organization which has now gone global. You have about 3,000 members currently active in your network. What inspired you to start this network?
I would say that women inspired me to start this. As you said in the introduction, I was working in a sector very male dominated, and we were facing problems with how can we attract more female leaders, female managers into our company and our sector. And what is the cause behind? What's the reason we're so this business or this sector is male dominated? And this became a question for me. I had also prior to that been working within the judiciary, where I was in working at the court, and in contrary to the sector I was in now, we were very female dominated there, and that had its reasons also. So combining the two, I started thinking, I felt that, with my experience, with my background, and with the fact that I had been privately taken part of different, more closed networks, some all female and some both male and female, I knew that we needed to create, I felt that I wanted to create a network that will be for females, by females, but not only that, we need to address certain topics, issues, problems that are related to the workplace. And we also need to get more companies involved into this. So with that in mind, I decided to create the network in the summer of 2019. By then, it was locally in Sweden, also in Stockholm, and it went under the name Stockholm Women in Business.
So you indicated that when you started on your own, and you had to really believe in what you were doing for it to have really grown into what it is. Tell me about some of the challenges you encountered when you started the network.
Absolutely. Well, it truly requires a lot of work. Starting in a network all alone in Sweden, in Stockholm, where there are other networks as well, can be challenging. But also I was determined and I believed in it. And I knew I wanted to do this because I truly believe that it is necessary and we need more female networks. The more, the better. But I also knew that with my experience and knowing really what a network should be about and what I had already experienced and faced in at work, that I had something that I would work hard for, and so that made me really wanting to.
Feedback you get is not necessarily from the males, but some of the females. Walk me through some of those and how you made sure that you come out of it still strong and determined to achieve what you wanted to achieve.
Well, I believe that I think, when you start off something all alone, especially in the beginning, as a female also, there will be doubts from people, and there will be reluctance, and you're taking a risk. You need to be, you truly need to believe in it and dare to take the risk because it's something worth doing. And I knew I was taking that risk as I went into this, and I knew there will be probably someone out there, doubting what I'm about to do. But I knew, regardless of what others might think, I knew that the majority, just like me, believes and knows that these times the reasons that women in the beginning might doubt it is because we're so used to falling victim for our self-imposed barriers, and what happens is that we many times tend to undervalue our own strengths, and that in its turn makes us reluctant into making use of our own connections in order to push down the barriers and creating new ways for ourselves to go ahead in our careers. And but as you start networking, as you start making connections, as you start talking to other women, you realize how much value it is in this, how much strength you will get through these connections, how much inspiration. So we can see also, what I've seen over the 2 or 3 years is that there are so many more women joining different networks, not only mine, but so many networks, because we are seeing that it really does give results. It will give confidence. It might not always land you a new job, but it will give you so many new tools necessary and good for you in order for you to progress as a woman in any role. And that is one of the key major strengths into going out there and networking with other women, but also with other men. Regardless of which, networking is a fantastic tool of progress for any woman out there.
Amazing. So, Beja, we asked when you started that do you have any resources in place? Because the fallacy is to always think that one has to have money, one has to have a backup of like big companies before they can start something. How was it for you?
I didn't have money,
Mm-hmm.
but I had determination
Mm-hmm.
and belief.
Mm-hmm.
I knew that I believed in this. I wanted to do it. And I also knew I have so much, I have a lot of skills from as a woman, as a negotiator, as
Mm-hmm.
someone that's been working for many years,
Mm-hmm.
that I could make use of all this
Mm-hmm.
and actually create something with or without the finance.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I did, and it gave its results. It was not easy, but I dared to do it. I dared to contact, not only like I wasn't going, so to speak, small.
Mm-hmm.
I seriously went and contacted some of the largest companies in Sweden, not
Mm-hmm.
only in Sweden, but globally. And somehow I managed, to get through and have them taking part in the network, and they believed in it, and it ended up giving really great results. Fantastic speakers, amazing locations, and great topics, uh, and something really valuable to offer to the women who came and listened. And yeah, I'm really happy that I didn't, and I didn't give up.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and I will continue to do it. And I'm just looking forward to what's ahead, and for many, many more women, to join the movement and become leaders and take part in the Womanese organization.
Tell me what is the fulfillment that you get as the founder of Womanese?
Oh, it's really, truly, I have received so much, and it's been so positive. Um, I can't even count how many fantastic females I've met and spoken to and connected with, and have built relationships and friendships with over the past 2 years. Um, you receive so much inspiration,
Mm-hmm.
knowledge, confidence, and amazing feedback, but by doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And I just know that it gives me value, and I know it's something that will give so many other females out there great tools and value as well.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of the members have connected. They have found, other females out there. Some of them have even become mentors. Some of them have gone out to lunches, or they've been taking advice from each other.
Mm-hmm.
For some, it has even led to new jobs. And
Mm-hmm.
for me to know that uh, I've somehow, in a small way, have been taking part in this and contributed into creating at least one connection, or something, is just incredible, and I'm just so happy to hear and receive the feedback from these women who have told me this, and it just, it's worth more than really any money in the world.
And now tell me, so where to from here? What would success look like for you and Womanese?
I don't think it's much. It's not really much about success. I just feel that as long as it gives someone else out there some sort of possibility, I'm happy about it. But at the same time, I really hope that we will be able to continue to grow and to have more, females and leaders and companies involved in Womanese, because together we can truly make the change and raise the topics that need to be raised. It's I've been doing it very much alone until now, but I hope I get many more females from now on also ahead, not only as members but as team members and leaders into the Womanese organization. And I truly believe that together we can do a lot and change so much that needs to be changed.
And tell me, what are the typical conversations that you normally hold through the network?
We've been talking about biases in the workplace, for example. I think that's a topic that can never be spoken too little about. We've been talking about culture in the workplaces, diversity and the inclusion. We've also been talking about mental health, a very important topic, and something that's affecting all of us so much throughout our lives, and careers, and especially now also during COVID-19 with everything going on. It has affected so many women and men and children out there, and we need to continue to talk about it and try to find good solutions and how to improve our mental health, both at work and in private, because without it, we will not be able to perform really anything in our lives, in our daily lives. And it's very important to have companies involved and be aware of what's going on and how their employers are doing and feeling. So we've been raising topics, and we've held events. We also, I decided to have the digital events during COVID-19, really, because in the beginning it was like we haven't experienced this before, so it was out of the ordinary. And I felt that, okay, we cannot have any we can't have any physical meetings right now, but we need to reach out to our members and see that they are doing okay. Let's just get together and talk. We weren't really talking about anything specific during the two first events of our digital online events. It was really about letting every woman speak and have her say, and just tell us what she's facing at the moment. And this really was appreciated by everyone attending, because they felt that they're not alone. And like basically no matter where we're from, what sector we work in, and which profession, we were dealing with basically the same obstacles, and that gave so much to everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And think sometimes it's not even about finding the solutions. It's just a platform where you can air what you are going through, which normally helps because you then don't feel isolated. Once you hear other women are going through similar, you are better able to
We
deal.
realize, we have so much in common.
Mm-hmm.
And when we come together and get the opportunity to sit down, listen to other women, we also have this tendency, then to really open up in a way we might not usually do at work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But through the network and through these gatherings and meetings, it gives us really an opportunity to open up and really truly be ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
in company of other females, and it's just really a powerful thing.
Mm-hmm. Wow, Beja, I commend you for all the work that you're doing. And I know outside of Womanese is something that you're doing on the side, but you are quite kept busy with other things. So it's amazing that you have all the energy to fulfill these things. How do you balance yourself? Because it is quite demanding to do all of these different roles. And I'm sure in your personal life, you also have other roles that you need to fulfill. How do you find the energy to really keep all of these things going?
Mm. I'm actually like doing all of this gives me the balance. It might sound crazy to
Uh-huh.
some,
Uh-huh.
but
Uh-huh.
for me, it has always been like this.
Mhm.
At work, in private, uh, doing a lot of things, but also things that I do believe in,
Mhm.
no
Mhm.
matter how much hard work it will mean for me. It will mean that I have to put into it. Somehow it really gives me so much energy. It gives me more energy doing these things than not doing them.
Mhm.
So that way it will give me the balance. But also, family is very important to me, and my relationship to my family and my friends
Mhm.
and my private life is also very sacred to me and means a lot to me. And so I keep that balance, and by not taking life is serious, and I discuss really serious matters. I work with serious matters, but
Mhm.
at the same time, like privately, the older I get, the more I feel that the less serious I want to be also.
Mhm.
Uh, and that balance keeps the balance, I think,
Mhm.
and makes me want to continue and go. Try to have fun, try not to take everything so seriously, laugh.
Mhm.
Um,
Wow. You've certainly inspired us today because you are one person who believes. Once you believe in something, no matter what the challenges or whatever you meet along the way is just part of the journey.
mm,
What you focus on is what you want to get as an outcome, and you believe that there's a role and there's a space for having these conversations for women, and to start it with nothing, just the belief as well as your capabilities, having belief in your capabilities. You're a negotiator, you can convince people, and you counted on those things is certainly an inspiration. Thank you very much for coming to the show, and we really enjoyed this part of the episode, and we look forward to seeing you in future. And we wish you all the best in what you're setting out to do globally.
Oh, thank you so much. And thank you, really. Like, I'm so impressed by the work you're doing. I've been following your work for a while now, and I just feel that there is so much strength, so much power in what you're doing and what you're believing in. And it's really through the network, through what we're doing, that we also got connected and we're able to do this. And it's just incredible for me to see that, you know, I'm not alone in this. There are so many like me, like you, so many women out there who believe in the same thing that we do believe in, and they're doing something about it. And it's just really incredible. And I'm just so happy that you contacted me and wanted to do this. And I'm just looking forward to seeing so much more from you and from all the women out there.
Thank you so much, Beja. Well, there you have it, listeners. It was an amazing and energetic interview. She is a woman of many colors, and she's such an inspiration by setting out her head to doing something. We sometimes have to deal with ourselves and just decide that when we want to do something, we just do it. She was a true epitome of that. And thank you so much for sharing your story. Bye to our listeners.
The movement is an important one. The questions need to be raised. And I believe that,